with our foundation is we really want to see more global African businesses. And so when we start engaging the entrepreneur, we're always seeing how far can he go and how big can he get. One of the biggest challenges that we have found is, should I say, a stagnant mindset. It reaches a point where somebody feels the business works, they're comfortable. So I'll just give an example. Fortunately, I'm not sure, and none of you will obviously know. This is a company that has registered in all the East African countries. By virtue of connection, he can be given a city in Kenya, Uganda, to actually offer the whole city a service. We have an offer of close to $12 million for the person, but the challenge is he's not ready. And you really struggle, and you know where you've got a lot of offers. So the aspect of growth, seeing how big can it be? Obviously, the bigger you grow, there are a bit more of sacrifices in terms of capacity, team, and then prioritization.
So what is not ready in that entrepreneur? Is it that they don't have the relevant personnel? Is it that they feel that is too big for them? Is it that they don't have relevant equipment or infrastructure? What is not ready?
I would say it's difficult to explain, but the mind.
The mind.
The mind it takes to start a business is a bit different from the mind that it takes to grow a business. Like how you think.
Please give that a hand clap. Please.
It's a bit different. How you look at things. Looking at, and I think he mentioned quite well when he mentioned strategic partnerships and alliances. It takes a village. These unicorns synergize, they merge, they acquire to actually get to where they are, to take bigger markets. But that is a mindset that we are really struggling to inculcate in our local entrepreneurs.
Thank you.
Obviously, it takes some time, but over and over what we've seen is once somebody's systems are fairly structured, there is a bit openness to actually approach that kind of direction. It's just that it takes time. We are nurtured, our culture has that ownership. You need to have your own land, you need to have your own car or something. But as you can see, Safe Border, how many borders does it have? How many cars does Uber, and how many houses does Airbnb have? So that kind of mindset where you invest more on variable costs to allow scalability and less of the fixed cost dimension in terms of growth and scale, and flexibility to expand or manage risk is something that we are still laboring to help entrepreneurs.
Thank you.
Speaking of who we support, when you are looking at raising financing, in most cases you work with the founder, or at least somebody who has influence in the decision-making process. However, we have programs that help in the systems where founders can delegate the accountants. Like we have a program where we are supporting 150. The founders are involved in the second milestone, which is financial analysis, while the adoption, usually the founders have been delegating the people involved in the accounting and bookkeeping to actually be empowered with skills. So that's what I can comment about that. I also wanted to comment on Joram's comment on safes. So there's something about our industry. Safes are good investment opportunities, but it is highly dependent. The trigger points, our startups, and there is a rare chance, and some can actually take advantage. Safes are invested with anticipation that there's going to be a trigger point where we are going to have equity. Now, our kind of ecosystem, if you do not anticipate, because in many cases somebody can actually take advantage, and the money just basically he will feel he doesn't need the money, more money moving forward because of the mindset in not looking at growth. So it makes it a barrier for safes. What we are testing, at least I will say on our side, we are testing safes in a venture studio model where we sort of put a few things in order, but put a trigger point where, based on either performance from a revenue perspective, we are going to trigger the equity, and that converts. And typically the safe is like sweat. It's just that we see that there's opportunity, but the founders failed to sort of take it to another level. So what we have is we have entrepreneurs within the ecosystem who have either exited or have scaled their companies. So they have come in to sort of play a venture studio kind of, and come in as co-founders in some of the unique innovations that we have in the industry. Thank you.